Job number 20225345. We are accessing the sewer through a 3-inch PVC cleanout tee that's been installed on a 3-inch cast iron vent located in a wall behind a toilet. House is slab on grade. We are in the bathroom with the blue toilet. Counter is at 197. We are basically as far as the camera can reach. Camera is a 200-foot spool, and the camera has to sit outside of the bathroom. So that's where our footages lie. We have a small amount of water running at the bathroom sink to observe flow characteristics. Pipe material is 6-inch, looks to be 6-inch clay. Very small root mass at 190. Not much action since last time. Another very small root penetration at 179, not much action going on there. Another root penetration at 175. Note through this section is we do have some cooling water. As we push forward, we see the water kind of waving through the pipe. And our footage when we take the slack out is 171 is the downstream end of this cooling section. Pushed pause and went back to 171 here. Located this point in the yard. We are about 4 foot 10 inches deep. Marked this position with pink paint and a flag. Again, this is the downstream end of this particular section that has some pooling, albeit a little moderate, but it's there. Small root penetration at 167. And the cooling water section continues. Upstream end of this pooling right there at about 166. 166 to 171 is that moderate pool, along with the roots that are there. kind of a brief so the downstream end of this smaller pool is 164. Upstream is 162, so another little small moderate pool. And then 161. Take the slack out. 159 is in that next downstream pool set spot. So 151 to 155, small little pool section. Or rather, 155 to 159. A little bit more significant regrowth here at 136. Another root regrowth here at 133. Another root regrowth here at 129. Again, another root regrowth at 125. All of these had been fairly well cut back in March of last year. Root penetration at 121, not as aggressive regrowth, just got a more of a solid mass on the top. Again, another root regrowth at 113. Also of note is some pooling through this section. The root is not causing the pooling. Downstream end is at 114. Moderate pooling continuing. Upstream end is about 107 to 114. Some loose root debris sitting in the pipe. Verify if the root is causing the cooling or if it is. Turning at probably a 90 or a 45. Here we have a Y, which is correlates to right next to a yard cleanout on the back corner of the house. Sewer leaves the back of the house and kind of wraps around from south to southwest and then goes northward along the west side of the home. And this is our yard cleanout Y at 93. A very small dip right here at 93 where water just sits around. And another root regrowth here at 91. It's right on a 45-degree turn. The camera is favoring to the left because it's looking at the outside of the radius of the turn. A little bit of root regrowth at the top, not too much action, but 85. We have just very moderate ponding here at 85. As you pull back, you can see the waves. regrowth here at 77. So 83 to 85 where those ripples are, I would say, is that very moderate pool. Back through the known root. Another root penetration at 66, not as aggressive. Also where we're making another turn, perhaps 45. And here's where we go into a bit of a deeper sag. We're under the patio. So the downstream end is at about 66. And it gets above the camera here for a bit. Looks about a third to half full. We do have a spacer bushing on the camera. It's also where it's transitioning from clay to cast iron. Camera's a little fuzzy with the sewer water. Right. About 64 is the transition from clay to cast iron. Upstream end of the pool is about 62. 62 to 66 on that section. Another pool, and we can see that that's right where this pool is where there's a Y junction off to the left, which is the south part of the house joining in at an exterior Y. So pool is from 54 on the downstream end. I would judge the Y at about 53 feet. And we have a root mass here at 51, regrowth. We're very entering either at the footing or under the footing of the home. grown back substantially. Scaled cast iron inside, and then it changes back to clay on the inside. So 48 is the transition. Also of note is we have some pooling through here. And that pooling starts right by the root. The root's not causing this pooling because there's a path of flow directly underneath it. About 50. And then this is a 45-degree turn inside of the home, 47. It's our Y branch heading towards the bathroom. Approaching the Y. Approaching the Y, it's a trickle, but the Y seems to, this Y is, this part of this, the drain seems to be kind of flow full, or with a bit of a pool, so there might be just flat or very low pitch here. So we'll say 83 feet, or 38 feet to 50. Took a minute to locate a couple of plot points for the building drain underneath the slab on grade house. Branching off to the two bathrooms that are on the north wing of the home. Transition here from clay to cast iron at 20 feet. We paused for a moment to locate this transition point. It appears that we're underneath the wall between the hallway and the bathroom areas. So has a likelihood of being a reachable connection point to be able to connect new bathroom piping to the directly to clay. We can see a Y rolled up and the water coming in from this bathroom sink. So that's the Y heading over to the bathroom. There's two bathrooms on the north wing. This would be the west bathroom in the north wing versus the other bathroom, which is the east bathroom. Going up the base of the vent and drain stack, we see we have a a cross. It's basically a double T or a cross. Likely the two different toilet drain connections connecting at the same elevation on a vertical piece of piping. So we're looking straight down on a vertical, and then to the right and the left of the screen are the two branches of a cross fitting. Stepping down to 3-inch vent piping. And there we have an access an access opening in the wall, and then a clean-out tee that's been added to the vent. This is directly behind the toilet. It's an original blue toilet in the west bathroom on the north wing.